back to another episode of City Boys Raw and Uncut. Today I got a great episode for y'all. We almost at 500 subscribers. Like, subscribe. Let's go, baby.
To him.
But go back.
If I was a grown-ass man, I would only date single mothers.
What?
Here's my explanation. There is something about when I had my child that literally grew me the fuck up.
That's from a woman's point of view.
It grew me up. Come on. It calmed me down.
Are you supporting this?
He is. Because it's the truth. When a woman gives birth, when a woman carries a child and has that child, it's like another level unlocks in you. Like something different happens. Okay. And when I tell you, what's wrong with you? I'm gonna say, okay, for some, I'll say that for some.
Yeah, because it's not for everybody. You got deadbeat mothers out there too.
This is from a woman's
y'all that. But the truth of the matter is,
guys.
overall, especially when it comes to a single mother raising a kid by herself, she chose to keep that baby and stay. She raising that child. She's doing what the responsible person will be doing.
Until he say you ain't my daddy.
That's right.
They don't say that for
yes,
real.
Yes, they do.
Until he say you not my daddy.
They don't be saying that. My kids ain't never told me no shit like that.
They be saying.
But I also don't try to be their mom. I let them know I'm just the extra pillar here, baby. I'm not trying to replace your mom.
That part too.
So why you be so mad about the stepdad?
Because
you stepdaddy.
Because listen,
I got deals.
A kid is always gonna seek to find the person that created it.
That's a fact.
Okay.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with that though.
I'm gonna address you tonight.
Ooh.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna address you tonight.
I'm ready.
Real talk. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell ladies. I'm gonna talk to y'all for a second, but I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. This is the honest to God truth. And your man not gonna tell you this. So don't check him later on tonight once I give you the information. Okay? Most guys, if they had to do it all over again, because they say they there for their kids, even if they mad at you. If they had to do it all over again in a lot of instances, and they not gonna tell you this, that kid would never exist.
Right.
Same thing with women. It's a lot of women that would impose their legs to them losers.
Take it in for a minute.
I took it in for a minute. That's how I got Chandler.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If he had to do it all over again, that kid would never exist. Meaning that they regret ever being with you in the first place.
Do you know that shoe goes two ways?
So
It definitely go two ways.
Your baby daddy
You
don't
carried a
like
baby
you,
for 9 months. Knock
what
it off.
makes you qualify for an upgrade? Why do y'all standards get better when your circumstances get worse?
Just because you dealt with a man that didn't do right by you don't mean you don't deserve what you supposed to have.
You deserve a better one.
What you mean? Why? What? So you telling me that because I already have children that I don't deserve a good man?
Yes.
That don't make no sense at all.
That don't even make sense.
That don't make no sense at all.
All right, so listen.
That's crazy.
How long
But I'm so glad that the world don't work the way he thinks it should, because we have a lot of people that'll be just assed out.
Now, do you mean? No, hold on one second. I got a question.
But let me give her a solution.
I got a question.
That means
Do
she's
you
glad
think
she
that
didn't
she
get held
deserves a
accountable
good
for her
man,
actions.
period, or do you want her not to have a date at all until the kids are 18?
No, I want her to go back with her baby daddy.
But he a piece of shit.
And I would never.
Listen, okay. So
And I would never.
The guy that you open up your legs to is your husband.
20 years ago. Do you know how old these kids are? These kids are fucking teenagers.
The
She
guy-
gave him some coochie before she even knew how to use that coochie.
First of all, see, my situation might not be everybody's situation. I had my kids young. You know, I had my children young. So to be honest with you, I agree with him when he said you look for your father. I didn't have that. I didn't have my father. I didn't have a male in my life that really like taught me what a man was supposed to be. So I really was walking around blind trying to figure it out. I'm running into people. If I knew better, I would have vetted. You feel me? I didn't know what that was at 16. I didn't know what that was.
But listen, it goes back to the original conversation that I was having. And I said that women are selfish. When I grew up, I used to be in the church. I grew up in the church.
Get all comfortable.
And I will always see women pray to God for a good man. Send me this man that I deserve. But then I always would ask my mom, and she would pop me in the mouth. And I would ask my mom.
I'm on her side. I'm about to
think
do it right
about
now.
Honestly, and this is how my brain works. This is not a joke. This is real. I would ask my mom. I would say, well, what about him? Like, why would God mess his life up by giving him you?
So you
First of
all,
all, what I never hear you say.
truth.
For some reason, you don't make men take accountability for their choices.
No, you missing
You
what I'm
blame
saying.
women for everything. No, you never
I'm
make
trying
men.
to keep it to a minimum, guys. I'm sorry, I had to respond to that. Sweetheart, the world holds men accountable. The world does. Like you can't say men aren't held accountable. The world literally holds men accountable. Like you can stop with that shit right now. We're held far more accountable than y'all ever have or ever will be. Like that's a fact. That's an unarguable fact. Let's continue, guys.
No, you missing
You
what I'm
blame
saying.
women for everything. No, you never make men take accountability for what they do.
I do, but what I'm saying is, this
I don't
guy,
get that. Why is it always the woman's fault?
Because when you think
How?
about it, what I was taught in church was you treat people how you want to be treated.
Thanks.
Some of these women, guys know what they qualify for. They know they don't qualify for the top woman. Women will take the best option knowing that she gonna mess his life up, knowing that she gonna slow him down. When them women was in church praying, and I would look at her, and I would look at that booger wolf.
Why she disagreeing with everything?
That is not nice.
So,
you can't call
but
people
this the
booger
thing.
wolves in church.
But everybody think they deserve Idris Elba.
But he not talking about the men who decided to date that though.
Everybody deserve Idris Elba, no matter what you look like.
Let me give you some.
These men still made the decision to deal with these women.
Let me tell you,
all these women who got kids, who got remarried, or got with other men, and these men chose to be with these women though.
So let me
They
help you
made a
out.
decision to be with these men, these women too. So I'm not understanding.
All I know, I got you too, Kay. But all I know is when I heard that prayer, I would just say rebuke that.
Anton, right?
What do you think there is? Hold on, I got a question.
In Jesus' name.
Hold on. Do you think there is a surplus?
Hallelujah.
Hold on. I got a question for you, for real, in real life. Do you think it's a surplus of good men? Because let me tell you, it's not.
Hold up. There's most definitely a surplus of good men. There really is. There's not a surplus of good men that want y'all. That's what y'all leave out. There's not a surplus of good men that want y'all. Like that. Be clear about that. There's plenty of good men walking around, but because they ain't 6'4", because they ain't too something to do something, because they ain't making $100,000 a year, you don't look at them. Let's be real here, man. So stop. Quit with that. There ain't no surplus of good men around here. There definitely is. Let's continue.
Tell you, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
Definitely
it's
not.
It is.
It's not.
I believe they out here. They out here.
It's not. It's
They
a
got-
bunch
they
of.
got- no. Y'all.
It's God made 6 good niggas and 4 of them in the audience. Ladies, roll the dice.
That's because you call them. That's because you call them
It's a lot
niggas.
more.
Y'all know what y'all call them? Y'all call them lames.
They do be lame.
No, see? And then they grew up.
That's okay.
They grew up. Now y'all at the tech conferences trying to highlight my homeboys.
They be out here.
The reality is that y'all wanted the dope boys.
Yeah, your type was
And now,
fucking
and
right.
no. And now that he got a felony and he can't get a job.
We gonna start a business.
She immature as hell.
She get on my nerves so bad.
We gonna start a business and get a loan from the bank,
She is,
nigga.
yeah.
I see women today, they don't even like guys that got regular jobs no more.
Clock it.
She
I'm not
proving
mad
his
at that.
point.
You.
They don't like
I
guys
don't
that
agree.
got regular
How much-
jobs.
You know what though? Let's talk about this.
And then you want to complain about your health care coverage.
Let's talk about this. I think that. All right, audience reset, nigga. Y'all ain't got mics. I do think that social media has given people a false idea that they have options that they don't have.
That's true.
Just because a person is in your DM saying, "Hey, you cute," or sending you a dick pic, that's really all that is. They literally are not one. They're not trying to sit you down. They're not trying to wife you. They're not trying to date you. They're trying to fuck. And I think so many of us see the options, and you think the options are so open that, oh, this person getting on your nerves. Oh, you chewing too loud. Bye. Y'all gotta try a little bit harder
See,
with
that's
these
the
niggas.
problem, though. I'm glad you said that, because in the Bible, it said confuse thy enemy, right?
Why you keep talking about the Bible, you atheist?
Whoa. Now.
Didn't we tell him not talking about the Bible?
Wait, hold on.
Definitely told you
Oh
don't
my
speak on the
God.
Time
Bible.
out. In the Bible, it said
You better
confuse-
leave Big G
Hey,
alone.
I'm trying to help y'all out.
You ain't helping nothing.
Your Sky Daddy sent this message. Crystal is y'all enemy, okay? Listen, Crystal, what Crystal saying applies to Crystal and Crystal
That
only,
is true.
all right?
That's not true.
When Crystal got kids, she still look good. Do what you like to call a bad bitch on the ball game, okay? That's Crystal. But y'all, I'm looking at some of y'all don't get what Crystal got. So
Cut that beard off. You want to talk about looks?
I grew
nigga.
this.
I grew this.
I grew this.
That has absolutely nothing to do with nothing. I could look the way I look and just be a
Don't
trash
be sitting
ass
up there
bitch.
telling
You
somebody
think-
to cut their beard off that they grew up on their actual face that came from their natural body. When you got a head full of fake hair, a face full of makeup. Like, just shut up with that, bro. Like, shut up with that, for real. She kind of getting on my nerves. She's an irritant. She's just arguing about any and everything. She's just there to be there at this point, man, for real.
Ass bitch,
You
and
think-
it's just not gonna happen for
Hold
you.
on, so wait, you think a dude would take you as is if you look like her?
Who is her?
Who is
Never
her?
mind. Don't do it. Never mind.
No, I just said-
Yeah, okay,
no, I
yeah.
just said-
I was gonna say, don't you dare point nobody
Now, what
out.
I am gonna say this. Now, the physical do get people attention first, but you're human. That's human.
That's normal.
That's what people
More
do.
people put up with your shit because you look like you.
That is
That's
true.
not true.
Yes.
That is
That's
true.
not true.
Stop
true.
Stop dating these women based off of where they are. Because you're going to be much greater than you are right now.
But you
No,
don't.
hold on. Don't deal with women based off of where they are. Find women based off of where you're going. When you dealing with a woman and you basing your standards off of where you are, you will take
That's a
anything.
fact.
You will take her based off of what she look like. She not built for the rooms that you're gonna be in. And so what that means for the women is that y'all gotta get y'all game together. Because the guys that y'all call lame, they not gonna be lame for the rest of their life.
They might
They're gonna
be.
be some of the most phenomenal dudes. They're gonna be the ones that create the companies. They're gonna be the ones that got the benefits, and they're gonna be the ones y'all gonna want to take care of
Yep.
y'all badass kids.
Agreed.
But I pray against your kids, because I don't want.
Why would you pray against the children?
Man, listen.
But
I don't know what Anton talking
what
about.
you just said is applicable. What you just said is applicable to women as well. A lot of the times, women dating potential, thinking you can build a man up, thinking you can just pour into him and be his damn near mama, sister, cousin, whatever.
Can't fix
and
the
just,
dope
you
man.
can't. You
It's the truth.
can't. So what you just said applies
Can't
to both
fix the
women
dope man.
and men.
Amen.
Stop trying to date somebody for potential, but think about where they're going. But where they are right now matters too. Cause shit, nigga, is you really working on it, or are you just a dreamer?
Now, I see.
Because what happens to the people that are saying I'm going to do this and this, but they're not necessarily working
But
toward
y'all
it.
assuming-
They just want
They're not
it. They just
applying.
want it.
You're assuming
Hey, Anton,
that
it's a
these
lot of
guys.
it's a lot of dudes.
You know what's so
lying,
funny?
bro.
Because
Okay.
you
lot of
introduce
dudes
your
lying.
kids and you think that we like your kids. We don't like your kids.
First of all, Anton, don't you say no shit like that when you just met Chandler today.
Women
I love
personalize
Chandler.
everything.
Oh.
Chandler is the exception.
Huh.
But your kids are cuter than you. Like, even when you post them online, they're not as cute to us as they are to you. Honest to God. You ain't got to post your kids no
Bullshit.
more. We don't care about your kids. Your kid got a snotty nose.
You don't care.
and they're gonna
They
grow
don't
up
care.
and they're gonna
Not
grow up
a
and
snotty
steal
nose,
my kids'
I want to
haircuts.
know what lady with kids fucked you over, because baby, you be hurt about them stepmamas.
His ex?
No, I just think that the whole community is messed up because we keep celebrating trash culture. That's all.
I do
I'm messed
think
up.
trash
How
culture.
am I messed up?
I do think that, like I said, I think social media gives us this false identity that we have more options than we actually have.
And we don't.
That we have, even when it comes to friendship. Just because that girl liking your pictures, just because she commenting, just because she hitting you with the twin, that don't mean that bitch like you.
Exactly.
I done had girls sit up in my face and friend, hey girl, hey. Whole time hate me.
That's your friend.
No, that's that
My
crazy
life.
shit. That's that crazy shit in real life. Chula, what was you about to say?
No, I was just speaking on the whole situation. Like, you know, it's somebody out there for everybody, right?
No.
And it's always going to be another person who pretty much visualizes their life and say, listen, I want a woman like this. And it might not be what bro like. It might be what somebody like, you know? And everybody going to
This nigga.
be successful in their own right. Because I'm looking at it like, I don't believe that successful men just going to go after this type of woman. Because I didn't.
Now, see, this is why we got to get back to arranged marriages, all right?
I'm not.
No, listen.
I ain't wrong with it.
Hey, when your daddy was trading y'all for livestock, the system was working.
My daddy can't keep a cow alive.
This the thing though. I hear you.
He not lying.
But that would work if fathers actually stayed in their daughters' lives.
Tell your mama stop running them away.
We got situations where these
Hold up.
men
Why
are not
is it-
stepping up to the plate and
Hold
they're
up
not
now.
doing what they're
Hold up
supposed
now.
to
That's
do.
statistically incorrect, especially amongst black men. Black men are shown to be the most involved fathers out of all men. Most fathers are actually involved. It's because y'all keep picking these drug dealer, thug ass dudes that didn't never show y'all qualities of a father. Y'all pick them and then y'all want them to be what y'all want them to be. Like, come on, man. Like, be for real. And he was right. A lot of the times, y'all mothers be running dudes off. Y'all be running dudes off, man. Like, let's stop the shit.
situations where these men
Why
are
is
not stepping up to the plate and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not being fathers. Even if they break up with the mama, they breaking up with their kids too. So if you sit here and saying that your daddy go make the right decision for you to be with the right man, he left. So who left you?
Can we talk about this real quick though? Because why is it that the energy is always deflected from the man and always blame the woman? You just said why your mama running him away. It ain't shit nobody could do on this earth to keep me away from my goddamn kids. And if you a grown ass man and you ain't taking care of your goddamn seeds, you a suck ass nigga.
That's a
period.
Fact. That's a fact.
There is no way around it.
That's
all
the toxic section.
running people away or
I found the toxic section.
That's a fact.
That's what my cousin's saying. Hey, y'all.
Found you.
Hey, cousins.
Actually, you should be taking care of your kids. She's right about that. But she's never obviously been in the position of a man having to deal with a crazy, toxic ass woman. She's never been in that position before. She's never been in a position to where the woman is literally running the fucking daddy off, or hiding the kids, or keeping the kids from the dad. She's never been in that situation before. That's just some BS bullshit that women say, like, for real. It's basically like saying she can act whatever way she wants to, and you should still be there no matter what. That's like literally almost shifting accountability off of the woman to not fucking act a fool, to not chase the guy off. Because honestly, that is being selfish of you doing that. Because you're not thinking about your kid. You're not. You're thinking about how the fuck you feel. Come on, man. Let's continue, guys.
Y'all gotta stop thinking that just because somebody, listen, it's 20,000 ways to bake cookies, nigga. You can make cookies with chocolate chips. You can make oatmeal raisins. You can make peanut butter cookies. Nigga, just because you don't like the cookies I'm making, then go back home to your woman and let her make you some goddamn cookies.
Now listen.
Somebody else might like my goddamn cookies.
Now listen, when it comes to that right there, right? People see that. People see when the man leaves. When the man leaves or whatever the case is, you got men like me like, what the fuck? Why the hell would you even leave this situation over here? This woman, all right, let me turn her up. Let me show you what time it is for real. Let me show you how great she can be. You got those situations where you see Sierra or Future. Now you see Sierra with Russell. Yeah. It's a whole different ball game.
Whole different ball game.
But what about Sierra with Bow Wow? Sierra with 50. Sierra.
You talking about when she was 16?
I hear that. But
this nigga brought up who she dated when she was 16. I ain't never had nobody love me like the things that you didn't talk about. But
Randy,
ain't no fucking way you just brought up who this girl was fucking when she was 16.
None of that stopped Russell.
No fucking way you just said that shit, nigga.
Most of us is from Detroit, right?
Like, sit down.
I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that you didn't show me.
Russell Wilson is? Let me tell you something.
Who is Russell Wilson?
Back in the day, I don't know if they still do this. We used to call them bustos, right? Y'all want to have a real
bustos when you
y'all want to have a real conversation or not?
How you know about bustos when you want women to be unflowered, to be flowered?
You know who Russell Wilson is? He was the last dog
like
to the
you
bowl.
Gonna listen anyway.
Basically, you saying he was the lame nigga.
He was the last dog to the bowl.
No, he was a whole retirement
guy.
Women should give the lame niggas a chance, but now
you know what we do when we see you? Back in the day, in high school, for example, it was a chick. She would make the guy.
Childish.
She would make the guy that she liked waited, and then the whole football team had her.
What chicks are y'all talking about? The damaged
Your friends.
ones? The damaged autistic ones that were not diagnosed?
The toxic section
trying
right
to
there.
figure it out.
The
ones that wasn't comfortable enough to say, hey, I'm not ready for this, so she was gonna go with the situation. We talked about that before.
And Sierra gonna have all of y'all single, saying her prayer.
No, she not.
Saying her prayer, she gonna have all of y'all single.
What is wrong with you?
Because it's not a lot of Russells.
That's the truth.
You know, but here's the thing, because y'all said something about baby fathers, but it's funny because Future will find another one of her.
Facts.
Got 11. But most men, especially black men, are not having children out of wedlock. That's a fact.
And she
So even if we think about it.
All right, you're right. Black men are not having children out of wedlock, but niggas are.
Even if we fix 99% of all men, 1% of the population is what all of y'all gonna chase, and that's the one that's gonna impregnate most of y'all. Most of y'all got baby daddies from the same one that y'all homegirl got a baby daddy from.
Ain't no fucking way.
That's not true at all.
Ain't no fucking way, Anton. You really think people out here fucking behind their friends like that?
Anton just be saying anything.
Yeah, I got a whole show
he's
predicated on
anything.
That's because y'all dirty dick asses be doing that.
We be talking about y'all after y'all leave. Every time y'all leave.
We be talking about y'all while y'all there. That's why we be texting on our phone, nigga.
We don't care. We already got it. We hit it.
We really took the L.
And we got the mall trips, we got the dinners, we got our refrigerator filled up. That's all we needed anyway.
Most of y'all ain't even getting that.
See, that's why y'all in the situation that y'all in. I'ma fix y'all. I got a new
But
series
why be
called.
mad at a woman for thinking like
hold
that?
on, let him say this bullshit.
Go
You got a
ahead.
what?
I got a new series called Wife School.
Called what?
Wife school?
Wife School. I'ma fix y'all.
I hope not one of you bitches register for that shit, okay? I hope not one of you motherfuckers register for that. Nah, I got a wife school. Y'all hoes wanna come learn from me? Hey, I called y'all hoes, my bad.
We can help y'all. We giving away free scholarships after the show.
Free scholarships.
Scholarships.
Swallowships?
Nah, it's prerequisites and all this. You don't worry about it.
What's the prereqs?
You married already. You ain't gotta worry. You gotta attend.
It's cool. I wanna tell my cousins what's the prereqs.
What's your problem?
I don't know,
Sierra?
man. For her to have a husband, she a little bit too involved. She a little bit too invested. Her reactions are a little bit too like emotional. You know what I mean? Oh, and then she asked him, "What's the prerequisites?" I'm gonna tell my cousins. I know I'm married, but I'm gonna tell my cousins. Come on, man. Knock it off, man. Oh, by the way, did y'all see that big girl in the crowd tomorrow? Like, come on, man. Ain't nobody like that. And that's who he was talking about earlier when he was saying a lot of y'all ain't gonna get what she got. Ain't gonna get what she. That's one of the ones he was talking about. Like, y'all need to chill the fuck out, bro. Some of y'all don't even qualify like that, man. Like, stop it, man. For real.
What about Sierra?
I feel what Anton said. See, what it is, people like Russell Wilson is just a retirement plan.
Yeah, that's
for a
true.
hoe.
How was she a hoe?
Listen, she been passed around.
Because you know everybody
Who
that
was
she
she
didn't
supposed
date.
to date?
She just been passed
If she
around.
wasn't who she was, you would have never known who she was
Exactly.
dating.
Exactly.
So that mean your
So
mama
because
hoe.
she grew up in the spotlight, we know all the people that she dated.
Hold on.
Who was she supposed to date? She was in the spotlight.
Are we glorifying Future? 40 plus without that
That
woman
part.
beside him?
That
You know what I'm
part.
saying? Like,
Exactly.
That
who you
part.
gonna celebrate that shit with?
They
He made
go
millions
back
of
to-
dollars. What
He
you doing
keep
with it?
dropping kids in
They let
every
him.
bitch he be with.
Every
The
bitch
hell
she
we
be
doing?
with.
He don't stay
They
with
don't
none of
care.
them.
They go what Anton
Creating
was
broken
saying though.
homes all
Hold
over.
on one second. Keep come on now. What you just say?
Who are you gonna celebrate that shit with? Who you gonna sit back and say, baby, we did it, man? Look at all this we got, man. Look at all this shit we got right here.
He too
Look at
busy
this
putting
house.
his thumb in bitches'
They
butts.
letting them.
Crazy.
If the majority of women agree with you, chances are you're wrong.
That's true.
No. That's because women
Honest to
never
God.
that's only because women never agree with you.
Women shouldn't be pastors.
That's a fact.
They shouldn't be leaders.
They shouldn't be
Thank
talking.
God Kamala
Fact.
Harris
You said
lost.
they should be talking?
Wow.
See?
That's crazy that he even saying that in the type of world that we live in
And then
right
y'all
now.
clapping. Why he up here sitting next to a pastor? That's crazy.
It's the bitches clapping for me.
Thank
the
God
what?
that she
The bitches
lost.
clapping for me.
Why
Oh,
you
they
got,
mean
see?
it.
See, they don't like y'all. They start calling y'all bitches the minute that y'all agree with
I
them.
called them hoes
See
earlier
that?
before they made me mad.
They don't even like y'all. Listen,
That's
this is
crazy.
the honest to God truth. Go back to y'all baby daddies.
No.
Go back to the man that told you he
Hell
loved
no.
you.
We won't go. Hell no. We won't go.
Yeah, immature as
Hell
hell.
no.
All
We
right,
won't
cool.
go.
Let me remix it then. I'm gonna talk to the guys. Think about it like this. Somebody put a seed in her, and then the doctor cut her open and this alien came out, right? This alien came out, and it had all of
Twin.
this slime over it, and none of it was from you. Now you gonna raise it, and then it's gonna grow up to look for its original father after you gave
That's
all
not
of
true,
your
bro.
life.
That's true.
That's not true.
And when it traces genealogy, it's not gonna trace back to you.
That's
Hold on
not true.
one second. Let me ask a question.
That's
to
why
a-
they call y'all step crash dummies.
Let me ask
That's
a
what you
question.
call them.
And here's the worst
That's
part
what you
about
call
it.
them.
If you adopt them and then they divorce you, you still gonna have to pay child
That's
support
a
for
fact.
somebody else's kid.
Yeah. Get over
Did
it.
you just say get over it? Did you just say get over it? See, this is you're proving his point exactly. You're proving Anton's point exactly, man. Like straight up. You know how entitled that is to say, oh yeah, get over it. Don't no man want to sit up there and waste his finances on somebody that he didn't help create, man. And that be the problem with y'all, man. That'd be the problem with a lot of stepmoms. I'm not even the type of dude that say don't date a stepmom, because I've dated stepmoms before. There's nothing wrong with dating a stepmom, but you gotta really vet them, man, for real. Because a lot of them have this same entitled ass mindset of, yeah, so what? You gonna help me raise this kid and this, that, and the other, even though it ain't your kid? Like, nah, hell nah, man. It don't work like that. It ain't never gonna work like that, man. Y'all need to be smart. Fellas, be smart, man. Avoid shit like that. Straight up.
If you adopt them and then they divorce you, you still gonna have to pay child support for somebody else's kid.
Yeah. Get over
Get
it.
over
How that
Hold
feel?
on. Let me ask a question to a person that's actually been in this experience. Hey, Papi Chulo, have you looked for your
He
biological
a feminist.
No.
He a feminist.
He's not a feminist.
My dad pretty much was the example of what a real man was. He stepped into a woman's life when she had 3 kids. Besides, he done came in there, switched that whole situation up. So me looking for a child, you know, I'm like, okay, cool, I got one. So I'm okay with taking care of a stepson because my dad did that same thing to, you know what I'm saying?
It's a generational curse.
It was one of those situations where you see the example of what a real man is.
Hey,
That's a generational blessing.
Have you ever seen a teacher, well, not even a teacher. Have you ever
They
seen?
agree with you.
Have you ever seen a substitute teacher retire?
No, you
Yes.
haven't.
No.
Substitute
Substitute
teachers.
teachers don't retire.
Yes,
they don't,
the fuck they do. You think they work until they dead? What
They-
the?
don't nobody care about no substitute teacher.
Bro, most
Yes,
of these
they do.
dudes be dead beats. They ain't even
She
in the
literally
kids'
is-
life.
Stepdad is substitute
You know,
teacher. They need the
opposition
same
of
thing.
Not even
Horrible analogy, nigga.
It's the
Horrible
same
analogy.
thing.
That is a bad comparison.
That was
Very
a
bad
horrible
comparison.
analogy, 2K.
That's
Boo,
hand to
2K
hand.
on 3. 1, 2, 3, boo.
That's what y'all baby daddy did to y'all. All right? You don't got to boo me. I'm here for you right now. You ain't saying that in 10 years. Don't get me started. Come on now.
That's stupid.
There's something wrong with you. No, but seriously, I think to wrap this conversation up, I think that we need to slow down a little bit in regards to who we sleep with. And although I don't like his delivery, I do agree with what he's saying on some levels. I think as women, we need to hold ourselves accountable with who we giving
I'm
our
gonna cut
time
it
and our
right there,
energy
guys.
to.
There were some good points made on both sides, but old girl is just like, she's just an irritant, man. And I don't really like, you know what I'm saying, watching shows that have like a girl that's leading the show that's like this a lot of the times. And it's not because I'm not saying that a woman can't lead, but they just tend to lead with their emotions, you know what I mean, and stupid immaturity and stuff like that. She was literally in opposition to almost everything that the guys were saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't even make sense. Like clearly, like, whoever has seen a substitute teacher retire. I'm not saying that they don't retire, but when do you know about a substitute teacher retiring? You can't name not one of them, but you have to sit up there telling some, yes, I've seen them retire. You don't know any. You sit up there saying, oh, people care about, he said nobody cares about substitute teachers, and you're saying, yes, they do. Well, how many substitute teachers do you know? How many do you know? You just want to be in opposition to everything. You want to be argumentative. You want to be combative. There's something actually wrong with you. I don't know what it is. I think women that are like her keep other women single. I think they keep them, and you know, they give them horrible advice. You know what I mean? And I don't know that she's a good person to be hosting a show like this. I don't think that she is. In order to be hosting shows like this, you have to be able to think on both sides. And I don't think she can do that. I only think that she can think with her female brain. She can't really understand the man side of things. She just can't. And that boy Anton be cooking, man. I ain't gonna lie. Anton be cooking all day long with hot grease. And I like the way that he's able to, like, because they'll try to throw little shit at him, little wrenches and shit into the conversation. I like that he keeps on talking and, like, over talks them, and, you know what I'm saying, and jumps over their pointless fucking whatever they try to say. A lot of the shit that they try to say be pointless as hell. He goes right through that shit. You know what I mean? But let me know what y'all think about in the comments, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, baby.